talking about the conditions for a two-proportion z-test, let me introduce you to this guy. P hat sub c. This is our combined proportion. That's what the c is all about. Let me write that down for you. This is our combined proportion. It's going to play a big role, and really it's our combined sample proportion. So it's going to play a really big role in not only the conditions portion of the show here, but also in the calculations. So let's figure out how to calculate the combined proportion. It's actually quite easy. It's the number of successes of our first population, our first proportion, plus the number of successes of our second, divided by the sample size of the first, plus the sample size of the second. So with that in mind, let's move forward into the conditions for a two-proportion z-test. So like we did with the the two-sample z or t-test, we need to show that conditions are satisfied for both populations. So I'm going to delineate that by saying population 1 and population 2. We need to show that we satisfy simple random sample for both populations. We need to show that we satisfy normality for both populations. And we need to show that we satisfy independence for both populations. So simple random sample, again, as it always has been, is either stated or assumed. And we would show that for population 1 and population 2. Normality, a smidge different than we've seen for proportions in the past. Now we're going to use this combined proportion for the sample and show it like we have in the past. Sample size of 1 times the combined proportion has to be greater or equal to 10. Sample size of 1 times the complement, that's 1 minus the combined proportion, also has to be greater or equal to 10. And that has to work for population 1 and population 2. But in population 2, we're using the sample size of population 2. So it looks like this. Very inconvenient spot for an outlet. I apologize. Independence is the exact same as independence always has been. It is our population has to be 10 times larger than our sample size. And again, we will show that that works for both sides. So this is n sub 1 over on this side, n sub 2 over on that side. All right, those are the conditions with our new friend, the combined proportion. All right.